Hey guys, what's up? I'm here on my lunch break today, and I'm gonna be giving you my World Chalice Kaiju deck profile. It's a control type build. I think it's pretty standard in my opinion, but I wanted to show you guys my list. I played it last night. Played a match with, there was no tournament last night. Not enough people showed up until late, and I wasn't trying to stay until like 11:30 at night. So I was just playing around. I played a match with dinosaurs. Dude was pulling out all the stops on me, couldn't get over my World Chalice stuff. So I beat him 2-1. And then I played Dark Magician one time, beat that. I just played him one time. But I really like it. I feel like it's consistent. I've been testing it a lot online, and this is the exact build that I play. So I just want to go ahead and get into it for you guys. I know I've been posting in a minute. It's because I've been getting all the pieces for this because this is going to be my new deck until Musketeers do something. So, all right. So start off. I got 2 guard dragons. I only run 2. I feel 3 is too much. I feel like everybody runs 2 guard dragons. 3, if you have it, I mean it doesn't hurt. It's, I guess, more consistent, but it can be a little bit cloggy. Next, I run the 3 Leo the World Chalice. Yeah, the World Chalice Fairy. I really like this effect. Was normal or special, you can add a World Chalice monster to your hand. So usually the rare, the World Legacy World Chalice, I add that. Then I have 3 chosen by the World Chalice. Some people run 2. I run 3. I like having 3. I feel like this comes in the clutch a lot, and I like that it's a normal, so I can go into Imduk, the World Chalice Dragon. So I run 3 of those, and it's an emergency teleport target as well. And then lastly, for the World Chalice monsters, 3 World Legacy World Chalice. Best rare in the game. It's a great card. When it's tribute summoned, and you use it to link it to a monster, this allows you to special 2 World Chalice from your deck. Also, the turn after, banish it from the graveyard, you can add the spell card, World Legacy Heart or something like that. We'll go into it. Next, for the Kaijus, I run 2 Gamma Seal, 1 Raijin. Raijin, for the fact that if I Kaiju their monster, it doesn't have an effect for that turn, so they can't really do anything. Also, sometimes, occasionally I'll bring this out with Firewall and use its effect for a token to link into more plays. Gamma Seal, because it's busted for control. It's not a once per turn. During either player's turn, when any card effects activated, I remove 2 waterfront counters and negate and banish. So Gamma Seal is a straight up beast in this deck. It's really easy to bring out. Next, I run the 3 Mystical Shine Balls along with the 3 Agent of Creation Venus. This card you want to open up with. It's an amazing starter card. It automatic Firewall Dragon. If you have nothing else, you at least have a Firewall. So it's a great card. It's absolutely great. Exodius, a card that's been basically not used at all, as far as I know. It's fantastic when you open Agent of Creation with this because this special summon by shuffling all of your monsters in the grave back into the deck. So you can use the Agent of Creation to bring out the Shine Balls all over again and keep going into your Link Summon plays. It's ridiculous. Next is Archlord Christia. Really easy to bring out turn 1 if you have a Brilliant Fusion. If you draw into it, Firewall, bring it out. You contribute 4 fairy type monsters in your grave. So if you just use the Agent of Creation, 3 other Mystical Shine Balls, you're in a good spot to prevent special summoning from either player. So they can't Kaiju this either. But this and a Gamma Seal on board, game. You've got game right there. I have a Gem Knight Amber. It's going to be the Lazuli, I think is what it is. The one when it's sent to the grave, you can add a normal monster back to your hand. It's actually in the mail right now, so this is just here to replace it at the moment so I can actually play this deck. So that's all that's there for. And that's it for my monster lineup. And I'm just going to be going over main deck and extra deck with you. Side deck is always to your preference and always to how the meta's, being played. So that's it for the monsters. Next, 3 waterfront and 2 terraforming. I don't want 3 terraforming because I don't want a lot of dead draws. Also, I want to see my waterfront as soon as possible, so I feel like this is a good ratio. It worked really well in my True King 6am to get Dragonic. And last night, this made a very big impact on the game. I had a Gamma Seal out on board um, for one game, and then the next game that I won, I had Gamma Seal and Archlord Christian on board. Game over. Next spell, World Legacy's Heart. It's a great card. You add target 2 World Chalice monsters in your grave with different names, add them back to your hand, so you can add a Link monster back to your extra deck, like Imduk or Ib, even Ningrisu if you need to, any of them, and another monster back to your hand. Also, if a Link monster would be destroyed by battle, you can banish that from your graveyard instead. So it's a great card to have, and you could get that on your turn 2 from World Legacy World Chalice. So that's a 1-of for me. Next, I do 2 Transmodify. You can Transmodify with the Mystical Shine Balls or Lee the World Chalice Fairy to get your Venus out. So it's a great way. It's like having 5 copies of Venus or something like that. I don't know. It's just a great card to have, and it works really, really well in this deck. Next for the spells, 3 Brilliant Fusion. Absolute must. I've always hated the card, and I've hated when people use it against me, but it's actually really necessary in this deck to keep it moving, because sometimes you can have dead draws and Brilliant Fusion will just put you back in the game. So it's a great card to have at 3. The only thing that sucks is when you draw your 1-of Gem Knight, and then these all become dead cards. But the extra normal summon in this deck is phenomenal. Next, 1 Emergency Teleport. I have an ulti, but I don't want to use it unless I completely max out the rarity of this deck, which isn't going to happen. I don't want to spend hella money anymore on this game. So Emergency Teleport, 1 Soul Charge, best card in the game. Works fantastic in this deck, and that's my last spell. And then for traps, I run 3 Solemn Strikes. If you have it evenly matched, or playset it evenly matched, it doesn't hurt to throw that in there, but Solemn Strike is still a great card because everything special summons. So when people talk about traps are dead because they're too slow or something like that, it's just, don't listen to them. It worked out fantastically for me. And that's it for my main deck. I feel like that's very standard, except for the Solemn Strikes. Next, for the extra deck, you run 3 Imduks. The World Chalice Dragon allows you to get an extra normal summon for your, sorry, I had too much coffee this morning, for your World Chalice monsters. It's a great starter. That's why you run 3 of it. And you have so many normal monsters, it takes 1 normal monster, except a token. And when it goes to the grave, you special summon a World Chalice monster. And that's what all of them do. All the World Chalice extra deck monsters. When it goes to the grave, you special 1 from your hand. 1 Link Spider. It works great with the Mystical Shine Balls. I usually use it to go into the Ningrisu plays to make him. Next, 2 Ib, the World Chalice Priestess. Amazing card. It can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. Your opponent cannot target this Link card with card effects, and if a monster I control that this card points to would be destroyed by a card effect, I can send it to the grave instead. And also, when it goes to the grave, I special a World Chalice from my hand. Next, 1 Arum, the World Chalice Blade Master. I want to run 2 of these, low-key, but there's not enough space for it in the extra deck because you run so much. Just because it can get striked, it can get, basically blown up. But this is a great way to get out Archlord Christia, or even a Gamma Seal. You send it to the Archlord Christia to the grave with Brilliant Fusion, because it's a light monster, and you tribute, because this is effect, you tribute a World Chalice monster that this card points to, and special another card from the grave. And you can bring out Archlord Christia, boom, they can't special summon. Alright. Next, for my last link, 2 Proxy Dragon. I usually go into Proxy and Link Spider to make my Ningrisu. Next, I run 1 Trigate Wizard. I usually only get a double Link Zone for him, so once per turn I can target a card and banish it. I think that's great. If you can get all 3 linked, that's even more amazing, because you can negate a card effect. So if you had Trigate, Gamma Seal, and Archlord Christian on board with a Firewall, oh, bro, that's just too much for your opponent to deal with. Next, 1 Ningrisu. I actually traded in the other so I can pick up some of the cards that I needed last night. I had an extra one, I traded for it. It was a steal too. I traded like 2 Blackwing cards for it. And then 1 Firewall Dragon. I have a second coming in the mail, but it's a Japanese ghost rare. I got it for $8 and it's supposed to be like $28. I want an eBay bid. But double Firewall Dragon, I feel like a standard in this deck is needed, but it still goes off with just 1 Firewall Dragon. I run 1 Borreload because Borreload is awesome. The cost to make this card is not, but the card itself is great. 1 Topological Bomber Dragon. I put him in because I don't have a Firewall Dragon and another Firewall at the moment. It's coming in the mail, but I realized that his effect won't blow up all your monsters if you don't put him in an extra deck zone, and you don't special to any of his arrows. So you put him in a far left zone, you're safe. Put him in the middle zone, you're safe. He just doesn't have any side link markers, so he usually goes in the far left or far right zone. And then lastly, 1 Gem Knight, Seraph Knight Super. And that is it for my extra deck. I will be doing how to play videos, combo videos. I'll be doing a lot with this deck like I did with True King 6 Sims because it's link spam. And honestly, it's a lot of fun. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any suggestions. I know that there's the new World Chalice card coming out, Ibli or something like that. And you use that with Brilliant Fusion, special it to your opponent's side of the field, and they can't special summon monsters that aren't link monsters. So it's a great lock if you don't have Archlord Christia on board. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think, and like and subscribe for more. And hopefully I can do some gameplay videos for you, but I'm using my crappy tablet again, and I don't have any other way to play test. So thank you for watching. Have a great day.